I'm Jimmy Bach, and this is History with Jimmy, along with our award-winning producer, Chandler Holmes. We're filming episodes, and we're celebrating 250 years of the United States and the American Revolutionary War. And some of the stories that we're doing is from a book we got from Cheryl's Library. It's called The American Revolution, Moments in History. So it's pretty unique, and there's a story here that probably many people don't know about, but of course, there were many battles going on back then, and so this is called Attack from Underneath the Sea. This might be strange, but America's first submarine was part of the American Revolution. How about that? David Bushnell was a young college student with a big idea. He knew the American patriots had few ships, and that the British Navy was mighty. Perhaps he thought he could find a way to stop some of those British ships. Bushnell built a special underwater boat of oak. It was shaped like a walnut. It was big enough for a man to climb down and sit in. The wood was wrapped with iron bands. Bushnell called his invention the turtle. To push it through the water, the man inside turned a set of blades or propellers. The plan was to get close to a British warship, drill a small hole in the side. The man in the submarine would then stick a torpedo in this hole. The torpedo was filled with gunpowder, and after the turtle left, the powder would blow up. George Washington, he loved this plan. The British had to control the waters around New York, and if the Americans could blow up a few ships, maybe the frightened British would take the other ships away. Bushnell chose the Eagle. It was the largest ship in the harbor. On the day of the attack, David Bushnell was sick, so General Ezra Lee was chosen to take his place. Lee knew the plan. He would use a carpenter's drill attached to the front of the turtle. He would stick the torpedo in the ship and quickly set a timer. The blast would come after the submarine had moved away. General Lee climbed into the turtle. Quietly, he moved close to the warship. Now it was time to drill a hole just deep enough to hide that torpedo. He tried, but it wasn't working. Why won't this work, he wondered. I know this ship is made of wood. Unfortunately, he had chosen a spot that was covered with copper. The drill would never go in, but Lee did not know that. The darkness of the night was almost gone. There was no time to try another spot. General Lee started back towards land. By now, the sailors on the warship deck had seen him, and the sailors, they were shocked. What is this strange thing just underneath the water? The Eagle sent out a small boat to sea. Alarmed, Lee shot off a torpedo through the water. He did his best to aim it at the ship. He missed the Eagle, but the torpedo exploded. Water flew high into the air. Men on all nearby ships began to shout and run about. The British were terrified. They raised their anchors, and soon all the ships were sailing out of New York's harbor. The Redcoats had no idea what had attacked them, and they didn't know how many of these enemies were there. The turtle never sank any ship, but it showed that man could attack from underwater. A new military weapon was born in the Revolutionary War. And you heard it first here at the FLT Museum in Shikshini with Jim Bach and Chandler Holmes doing this episode. So we thank you for watching. This is the next episode that we're doing. Please click the like and subscribe, get more people to watch, and tell the story of the attack underneath the sea in the Revolutionary War. This is Jim Bach along with Chandler Holmes signing off.